She wanted the luxury, the shine, the soft life she never earned. But she never stopped to ask, what if that life comes with a price? Tasha was young, beautiful, bold, the kind of girl who turned heads before she even spoke. In her neighborhood, people called her the most decent and polished girl in the city. Her skin glowed like caramel in the sun, her braids swung down her back, and her walk carried confidence. But what people noticed most wasn't her smile, it was the gold. Thick chains resting on her collarbone, shiny bracelets stacked high on her wrists, anklets chiming softly every time she crossed the sidewalk. Her mother, Miss Loretta, noticed something else. Every morning she stood on the porch, robe tied tight around her waist, watching her daughter step into the street like the world owed her something. "Tasha, where you going this early?" she asked one hot afternoon. "Out, Mama," Tasha replied, lifting her phone to adjust her earrings in the camera reflection. "Why you always asking questions?" "Because I'm your mother," Miss Loretta said firmly. "You don't want to finish school, you don't want to learn a trade, you don't want to marry a good man. All you want to do is walk these streets looking for somebody's son to buy you jewelry." Tasha rolled her eyes. "Mama, I'm not trying to struggle like you did. I want the good life." "The good life don't come from strange men," her mother warned. But Tasha was already halfway down the sidewalk. She spent her days outside beauty supply stores, outside clubs, at downtown cafes. She knew exactly how to smile, soft enough to look innocent, bold enough to look interested. Young men with flashy cars bought her bracelets. Older men with smooth voices bought her necklaces. Her best friend Keisha pulled her aside one evening. "Tash, this isn't safe," she said gently. "You don't even know these men." Tasha laughed. "Girl, relax, I know what I'm doing." "You think you do." "I'm just getting what I deserve," Tasha replied, tilting her wrist so the sun bounced off her gold watch. She truly believed nothing bad could ever happen to her. One Sunday, Miss Loretta insisted she go to church. "You steppin' inside God's house today, no arguing." The choir was singing when they arrived at New Light Baptist Church. The air felt heavy, like a warning floating in the room. After service, Pastor Elijah Brooks called her forward. "Daughter," he said gently.
"Daughter, you're chasing something that's chasing you back."
With respect, Pastor, I'm doing just fine.
You walking in dangerous places. Stop searching for men to decorate your body. God don't need you wrapped in gold. He needs you wrapped in wisdom.
Miss Loretta squeezed
Baby,
her
please
daughter's
listen.
hand. "Please listen, baby." Tasha pulled away. "Everybody always judging me. I'm grown." She walked out, not knowing that would be the last Sunday she'd ever hear that choir sing. A few days later, she met Charles Davenport. Older, well-dressed, calm, wealthy. "You deserve better than sidewalk attention," he told her smoothly. "Come by my house tomorrow. I have something special for you." Tasha smiled confidently. "It better shine." "Oh, it will," he said. The next night, she stood before iron gates taller than she was. The mansion glowed softly under the evening sky. Inside, marble floors reflected her gold. Expensive paintings lined the walls. "This is nice," she said, impressed. "Come with me," Charles replied calmly. He led her down a long hallway to a heavy wooden door. "What's in there?" she asked, suddenly uneasy. "Something private." The door shut behind her. Click. The room was dark, cold. Then his voice changed. "You wanted riches, didn't you?" Fear rose in her chest. "What is this?" But it was too late. The neighbors later said they heard a scream, long, sharp, inhuman. Then silence. Charles Davenport ran from that house pale and shaking. He never returned. Inside that room, something unnatural unfolded. Her jewelry snapped and scattered across the floor. Bones cracked, skin stretched. Her gold chains melted into her skin as scales replaced softness. She tried to move, tried to breathe, tried to understand. This can't be happening to me. She couldn't believe it. The shine she chased was turning into something monstrous. Where a young woman once stood, a massive python coiled across the cold marble floor. 3 days passed. Miss Loretta could not eat, could not sleep. She went to house and knocked on Keisha's door, eyes swollen from crying. "Where is my baby?" she whispered. Keisha hesitated. She said she was going to a rich man's house, up on the hill. Miss Loretta's heart dropped. She went to the mansion and pounded on the door. No answer. She stepped inside. "Hello?" Her voice echoed. She followed a strange smell down the hallway to the wooden door. Her hands trembled as she opened it. Jewelry was scattered everywhere, broken chains, and in the center of the floor lay her daughter's lifeless body wrapped in what looked like shed snakeskin. Miss Loretta collapsed. "Tasha, baby, I tried to tell you." Her voice shattered. "I wasn't trying to control you. I was trying to protect you." She held her daughter and cried until there was nothing left inside her. The next Sunday, Pastor Elijah stood before the congregation. "Sometimes," he said quietly, "the streets promise gold, but deliver graves." The church was silent. When love corrects you, it is not hate, it is protection. Not every invitation is a blessing. Outside, the neighborhood felt different, quieter. Because gold fades, jewelry breaks, but the consequences of ignoring wisdom, they can last forever.